It will seem as if someone is playing that old film music theme, but now this theme is alternating, developing, getting deeper. So you will hear, see, or witness something you already saw so many times during the past few weeks, but this time the melody will be a bit different, and it will announce some changes coming, and changes will be indeed present, because welcome to this week, and my babies and gentlemen, welcome. I'm your astrologer Kira. Please check my services down below in the description box. And now we are going to head straight into Monday, Monday 15th of December, I believe. Yes, today Mars will finally enter the sign of Capricorn. Hooray! Mars is in its strongest sign here, in its sign of exaltation. As you may know already, Mars is all about power, drive, passion, intimacy, sexual attraction, sexual acts. But also, this is our discipline, this is our rage for life. This can be our anger, but this can also be our fierce force that will put us to a much better place. So when I think of Mars in Capricorn, the first thing that comes to my mind are those Huberman husbands, those who drink this and then this, and they go out to do some pull-ups and push-ups, and then they go to hunt on the snow, and they are all about that. But Mars in the sign of Capricorn is one-man army, the guy that can carry the log on his shoulder and the bear on his other shoulder. So when it comes to focus and calculation, because Saturn is the sign of discipline, calculation, and therefore success in the end, no matter how strong the obstacles are, this is the environment where Mars thrives the most. So if you can think about the lonely guy who lives at the top of the mountain and he has to fight throughout each of his days to survive, barely to survive, and thrive in the end, then you get the picture of this Mars. So finally your exercising routine is going to get better. You are going to walk more, you are going to be more determined, you are going to stick to your promises. Mars in Sagittarius is all about philosophies and breaking free. I want to run away, I want to be free. This Mars is all about obligations. Also, construction, building industries are going to thrive during the next 2 months, and if you are in one of those industries, you can expect unexpected miracles. At the same time, Moon will be around 7 degrees of Scorpio, and now you are going to be smarter. Yes, you are vulnerable. Yes, you feel the sadness of this whole world. Yes, you have been betrayed. Yes, you have been belittled, humiliated without any justified reason. But now you know smarter, and you will go harder. And during the next 2 or 3 weeks, you will regain your strength, and you will feel way, way better. Hooray to this strong, 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 and determined guy, Mars in the sign of Capricorn. Welcome, baby. Welcome home. Tuesday, 16th of December. Oh, we will have some issues again and again and again. This is a repeating pattern as long as all other planets walk out of the sign of Sagittarius, because today's Sun, by the late degrees of Sagittarius, will square Saturn in Pisces. All of the sudden you are going to get sober. All of the sudden you are going to get to realize how much time you wasted for the past couple of years, how dirty you got, how your moral standards were deformed, what you did wrong. The most important thing here is to stop blaming others, but to look at yourself in the mirror. And on the other side, a face of someone who is dirty will look at you back. This is why I told this is a sobering moment, because for the last time in the next almost 30 years, Saturn will be on this position, and now you will start to think, what is your essence, who you are, what are your standards? who is your standard? Did you go lower than you should have gone? Did you accepted some situations you should have rejected for the past 2.5 years straight away, and yet you kept on accepting those people and those events, those circumstances around you? Now you are going to wake up one morning in the room and everything will be empty and everything will be clear and clean, and you are going to decide that you are going to start again on a clean slate. Because at the same time, the sun will hold a strong trine toward Chiron, and you will start as if you are slowly but surely resurrecting toward what you truly are, toward your true essence, because you are so much better than you let other people know, and your standards are way higher than you accepted them for the past 2.5 years. While Saturn was in the sign of Pisces. Welcome to your new future. Wednesday, 17th of December, Moon will create that big water trine with Saturn in Pisces and Jupiter in Cancer. So this is a sentimental, nostalgic moment. You are going to wave your final goodbye to some old people, to some old circumstances. You may say, we could have had it all, but we didn't. You should have, I should have, this could have, but it didn't. So accept this, wave goodbye, wash your tears, wipe your tears, wash your face, and life moves on. Don't be sad so much about it, because something new and something bigger and better. 18th of December, Thursday, carries entirely different type of energy, because Moon will enter the sign of Sagittarius and bump into Mercury right there. So your ideas about freedom, philosophy will shine all over. Maybe you could do it too much. Maybe you could be the smartest person on the internet. And my question to you is, what is the use of those actions? And what is the use of you verbally fighting with AJ 221 from Siberia, Patagonia, Newark, or Mozambique? I'm thinking about Mozambique because I have some plans to go to that country, but when the time is right, maybe you will start thinking about some exotic places and places where you can breathe freely. And you could also start packing your suitcases. I have to do it. And things will look way more uplifting, and everything will announce the new moon appearing tomorrow. Friday, 19th of December. Today, Moon in Sagittarius is encountering Venus there, but you have to understand that although this could be highly philosophical, uplifting, aesthetic, especially aesthetic related to something oriental, exotic, something not so common, or maybe something beautiful but scientific in its nature. So you may think to dress up yourself as a steampunk, in a steampunk style, or you may learn something new regarding architecture, astronomy, mathematics, history. This is the day where phenomenal myths and legends can be born. However, this is not such a fateful aspect. When Moon and Venus are together in Sagittarius, there could always be several options around you, and you could be equally interested in all of that, and that relates to your partner if you have some issues until now, and you know what you can count on to happen. On the other hand, little later on, Moon will conjunct Sun, and this will be the new Moon in Sagittarius. So new ideas, new starting points, new plans for traveling. At the same time, you may switch to another lane because this Sun and the Moon are dangerously close to forming a square towards Saturn and Neptune in Pisces. So maybe some of your plans could be thwarted, but nevertheless, you are going to switch very fastly to another lane. You're going to find another solution, another plane ticket, and things will be very interesting, creating breakthroughs. Mercury is getting traction in the sign of Sagittarius, so now you're going to think faster. You are going to fight in an intellectual and mostly polite way, sometimes sarcastic, but nevertheless you are going to be smarter than the other person or the person who is creating obstacles in your path, on your path. Sorry. So find another way to get what you want regarding traveling, spirituality, education, finding new ways where to move for your residency. Saturday, 20th of December, Moon by the end of Sagittarius will square Neptune in Pisces. This is a last goodbye to your delusions. Now you are going to be absolutely sure, and everything will confirm your weak points, things where you hope too much. I heard one great lady astrologer on Instagram mentioning this as hopium. So you are going to put aside your hopium for the last time, and you are going to get sober. This is also a phenomenal moment to know which medications are working or not working, or which spiritual practices are working or not working in your life, and to make necessary changes, because again and again and again, next year will offer you a completely new energies and surely the new phase of your whole life. Let's get down to business to defeat the Huns. Did they send me daughters when I asked for sons? Do you remember that song from Mulan? Yeah, you could easily sing it today, because Sun is entering the sign of Capricorn, and you are going to become calculative, strategic, determined, focused on the things that matter. Hello to the winter solstice on the northern hemisphere, jingle bells and all other things our northern tribes did to awaken the sun back and to ensure that the next year will be fertile and that we can live throughout the next year. And so all the Christmas decorations and rituals are related to this one thing, to awaken the sun again. From this point on, they should become a bit longer and then longer and longer, and the nature will awaken again. Thank God and thank Sun. But at the same time, there are two friction aspects going on in the sky. So first of all, the planet Mercury, now faster and smarter and more sarcastic, will be crucified between two moon nodes, and now some important decisions have to be made. Mercury in Sagittarius is not known as someone who can easily get the right decision, because they want to be on two lanes at the same time, sitting on two chairs, as my Serbian people would say. But you have to understand that this will be yay or nay, ja or bu, as would Serbians say. So, is you is or is you ain't my baby. And you're going to make some critical decisions, although you may not like how things are looking around you, but you will still have to do it. The second thing is this love over for good? Because Venus will bump into that square aspect towards Saturn, and now you could feel lonely, abandoned, isolated, misunderstood, underrated, and things could look down in love. Don't worry, it will change. Just cope with the next few days while Venus is in the center of this square, and later on things will clear out, thankfully for all of us. So Venus will regain her strength in the sign of Capricorn, although that might not sound so well, but you will see, you will find your style, and you will find your strength in true values, for sure. Welcome to the winter, and welcome to the summer, all of you who are living in the southern hemisphere. Let's get down to business. And let's get down to business to see what this week holds for all signs. Aries, my babies, this is your moment to shine. Finally, all those obstacles are removed from you. Maybe you could have some issues with your loved one, especially if you are in a committed relationship. However, everything else looks simply amazing for you throughout this whole week, starting from Monday when your ruler, the planet Mars, enters the sign of Capricorn, and everything will revolve around your career. You may have some enemies in the form of your old boss, but those things will change. You may resolve your issues with this person very soon, and very soon you should get prepared, because I believe that you could get a promotion or you could get an offer for a much better job. In any case, things are looking astounding for you. If you are a Taurus, so your traveling plans are thwarted, are changed. Maybe this could be related to your loved one. Maybe you could have some issues when it comes to love. Maybe you may feel abandoned. Maybe you could discover that your partner is acting like your hidden enemy, or their brother or sister, especially if you have a senior brother or sister, could be causing some issues in your relationship, or their life could be in some sort of chaos, affecting negatively your relationship, financially, emotionally, and whatever you want. Other than this, things are looking quite well. Everything is calming down from the past 2 weeks. So try to remain calm during the next 5 to 6 days, and then you will find the common language with your loved one again. If you are Gemini, important decisions are ahead, especially when it comes to your finances. Should you invest there or should you invest there? No, I have to pay those damn taxes. I forgot to pay taxes. Yes, you will have to pay taxes, and yes, it will be very hurtful. This is phenomenal moment throughout this whole week to put your income and expenses on paper or on your screen, and to make a way better plan for the future, because I can see you are spilling your money like there is no tomorrow, and that will bear some consequences if you don't take care and control over your finances, inflow and outflow for sure. So this will be in your focus today. Also, you could be very interested in sex, but nothing stable, nothing committed. When it comes to Cancers, this week will revolve around children, around work, around committed relationships. And if you're single, there is a chance that you might meet someone from 19th of December and throughout the next 2 weeks, someone who could have all the chances to be your future spouse. And this person may appear from the area of your career. For instance, this could be your boss, or this could be a person who will encounter the area of your career, like a client, partner, or some associate. So keep your eyes open. Attend all those boring corporate celebrations before Christmas or festive season for sure, because there will be someone, and this person will be highly interested in you, and something very meaningful and stable can start soon after. But before this happens, maybe you could be bit sensitive regarding your children by the beginning of this week. However, later on that will all smoothen out, so don't worry so much. If you are a Leo, now you are going to throw yourself into home renovations, or you are going to make a plan how to do your exercising routine in a harder way to push forward. But most importantly, you are going to organize your working obligations. If you're a boss, you are going to organize people who are working for you. You can encounter a younger guy at your working place or at the gym. This person can be very interesting connection for your future, not romantically speaking, but in the sense of work, pushing things forward, and you are going to feel energized, disciplined, and you're going to make a new bucket list for the next year for sure, but with way more ambition than ever before. If you are Virgo, some important decisions are going to be made regarding your home and family of origin. Maybe you have a parent you must take care of. Surely something happened. Maybe there were some issues with water leakages in your home. There could also be some announcement of some significant changes coming in the area of your career by the beginning of the next year, but now you are going to get prepared. So maybe you will plan to move, to downsize, to upsize, whatever your needs at the moment are. This can be painful. This could be the painful moment of you getting rid of all of your memorabilia, getting rid of your childhood toys. Don't just throw them away. Check on eBay, check everywhere. Maybe some of those things have high value. Maybe you could earn some money and maybe you could be very satisfied regarding that. So try to get rid of everything that has been keeping you stuck in the past and move on. You will still feel this strong need to pull back from a world to get back to your own roots, to your essence. But now you are going to be way more organized. Now you are going to know where is your proper place and what you want to be and do in the future. At the same time, someone very interesting could enter your romantic life, or your children could get appraisal, some rewards, and you could feel very proud regarding your children or your romantic partner. If you are Libra, you could feel abandoned. You may realize that this love is over for good, and now you have to throw yourself into getting rid of all things from your home, moving some things, and renovating your home, because the planet Mars is the area of your home. Because if you don't renovate your home, make it more beautiful, more practical, or whatever you want, or move to another home, then this could mean that you may have some quarrels with your family members, and you surely don't want that because you are a Libra and you hate drama after all. So hard decisions regarding moving, maybe some discussions with your contractors, but all in all, you are preparing for some great moves starting from the beginning of the next year. When it comes to love, I told you, you may feel resentful, but life is what it is. Just move on. You will feel way better next week. Not just a couple of days ago, but next week. If you're a Scorpio, the time of calculations and setting the right strategy had come for you. Now you are going to feel revived. Now everything will revolve around finances, some hard decisions. Maybe you will cut some of your expenses, but when it comes to you, it's not hard for you at all to live in that monk mode until you reach the heights. And this is also a phenomenal moment for you to get back to your martial arts training. If you want, you could do some Oriental martial arts, like some Chinese or South Asian types of trainings that will uplift your spirit. And yes, I'm hoping I won't get too beaten this Saturday when I should release this video. And this is why I'm recording it in advance. In case something happens to my face and God forbid it gets deformed. So all in all, you are going to feel energized. You're going to surround yourself with guys, and things will get moving, except that you may feel as if your love life is a bit down. Your person of your interest is ghosting you, not responding to your messages, or you could have many misunderstandings. Or if you are in a committed relationship, this person is going through some of their personal issues. Maybe they are sitting in their own hell and trying to get the way out, and you're not able to help your loved one because you have more important things to do, or this is not your domain and you should not get involved in that. Some battles we have to fight alone, and you, Scorpio, know this the best. If you are a Sagittarius, things could seem a bit stale. However, many planets, not many planets, but Mars, Venus, and Sun, are dancing around Mula Nakshatra in Vedic astrology, and this is forcing you to get into your family roots, your ancestry, your origin, and you are going to dig and think about those issues. Everything will revolve around home. Maybe you could feel a bit saddened, especially in your home environment, because some people are not present there anymore. You cannot talk to someone who is equal to you regarding philosophy or some other spiritual stuff. But at the same time, you are going to think way more about money, and you are going to try to work more to earn more. Also, you could throw yourself with an equal passion to learn some traditional skills which can yield you money or profits later on in life. If you are Aquarius, there could be some powerful enemies hanging behind your back. You may not see them quite well. Your senior sibling or some of your friends, not friends, but people coming from your social circles could have some issues. Or if you are just started a romantic relationship, your partner could go through some harsh moments regarding other things in their life. So there could be a storm happening around you, or storm preparing to take place behind your back. This could also be related to your younger sibling as well, or some of your closer friends. But in any case, everything will be around communication, and the only thing to pull out of this mess is to think how about to move permanently across the ocean, because those thoughts and those actions will be very favorable throughout this whole year, this whole week, I'm sorry. And also this week is very, very beneficial if you want to throw yourself into studying some ancient scriptures or some ancient skills or something related to banking, investing, or dentistry if you are in that field. If you are Pisces, new people are coming into your social circles, and those people could be beneficial for your financial future, and this will show during the next 2 to 4 to 6 months, looking in the future. For now, accept those new people, try not to get emotionally attached to them, see where you both can benefit from some sort of a partnership. Now, when it comes to love, your loved one, maybe you will feel abandoned or at least lonely. But during the past at least 9 to 10 months, the whole focus was on you, and you didn't pay so much attention to your love life or committed relationships, and maybe in that time frame many of them were falling apart because it was the right time for those connections to fall apart. Now your partner could be going through some turmoil as well if you're still in a committed relationship, so they might not be so present in your life. Also, there could be some issues in your home of origin, maybe with some of your parents regarding their health for sure, which will need your immediate attention. And knowing you, Pisces, you are going to wait for a miracle to take place on its own, because you could be confused what to do and what is the proper thing to do. So this week is filled with social connections, and try not to mess with your partner or with your parents, for instance. Let them make the right decision. Don't interfere. Don't make them confused even more, or don't mislead them toward the path of delusion. Let them do this all by themselves, and you focus on your social connections and your vision of the future, because you will benefit from that way much more during the next couple of months. So this was it for this week. I'm your astrologer Kira. Please check down my services in the description box. Please subscribe to this channel. This will mean a lot to me, because I could make a bigger reach. And if you do it, if you find this information useful in any way, because I hate to do fluff content, and whatever I say, I believe it will be useful and practical to you, as this Sun and Mars in Capricorn are for sure. Welcome to the solstice season. Welcome winter to the northern hemisphere. Welcome summer to the southern hemisphere. And days are going to change from this point on. Bye.